Rob, can you hear me?
Good evening, everybody. How we doing?
Good evening, all. Gregory, Georgianne, 5 Mile, William.
Tonight.
Detective.
Zeus is loud and clear. Yeah, Zeus is loud and clear. Howdy, Georgianne.
Tom Kingery, hello.
Howdy, 5 Mile. The man, the myth, the legends are here.
Troy, good evening. Troy's in the house.
Gregory Gibson. Tom Kingery, Detecting with Jim, good evening.
Hi, Hunter.
Dark, good evening. Look at this. We got Mr. Dirt Troll and Troy staying up late tonight just for us. Mr. Gimpy, Denise says. How you feeling, Troy? He's post-surgery like you are, Bill.
Ah, okay.
Howdy, Ringo and Zarb.
Hi, Ringo.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead.
B.
We've got the corner of the box in here. You can see it's a sealed box. It's got black lab hair all over it. That's
Pick and Bean, how you doing? Sorry to hear that, Dan B.
I hope it all works out, Dan. Good evening, Pick and Bean, JFA.
Phil Gardner, good evening. And Troy says mostly with his hands.
Hi, Phil.
Oh, that sucks, Dan.
All righty, guys.
Good evening, Lance. Saxon, hello.
Oh, I think I'm going to up that. All righty, let's check this out. I don't
Beard, good evening.
Silver right off the top.
Darren's Hobbies, hello.
I don't see any proofs like we did that one box. That's always great when you can open up and have a proof staring at you.
Yeah.
All righty, we're just going to jump right into these good people.
It's even better when you can open it and see a silver staring right in your face. Greg, a diver.
All right.
Yep. A diver, silver. Hopefully.
All righty, guys. I got to figure out where the phone is here. Hold on.
Angie and Rick, hello.
There we go, guys. I'm going to have to be way over on that.
Good evening, Nick Molnar.
All right, that's going to be much better centered. All right. Oh, that's why my mic's off. There we go, guys. All righty, Bill, remember to check it. Good evening, Greg. Good evening, Angie and Rick. Gregory Gibson, Nick Molnar. Good evening, Super Nick.
No enders, huh?
All righty, guys, we're starting right off on roll one.
So far, so good, Nick. Hope everything's well with you. Hello, Brian.
Howdy, Brian. Georgianne.
Very just. Good evening.
Can everybody hear us okay?
Are we loud and clear to everyone? No echo, no anything? Oh, Ronnie.
All right. Roll one.
All good, says Greg.
Beard, Iron Antler, thanks for being here.
Angie, thank you.
Fine. Good evening, Mr.
Thank
Jackson.
you, Phil. Hello, Kenneth.
5 Mile wants to know how your hips doing, Bill.
Doing good, 5 Mile. Thank you. Georgianne says, sounds good. So we're good to go, Rob. Except it's not an old hip now, 5 Mile. It's a new hip. I got me a store-bought hip. Didn't even have to whittle one out of wood.
I'm going to put my sound down just a little bit. Bill, your picture's nice, crisp, and sharp tonight.
It is, Rob.
Your camera's focusing well.
Easy.
All right. Roll two is all righty, guys. Roll three. You know, Bill, I did that Monday Digs video tonight. Our live stream was 83 minutes. I had to go through that video, that live stream, and condense it from 83 minutes down to 14 minutes.
Yeah. But that was fun.
Yeah.
No Skilva dance for me yet, 5 Mile. That'd be a while. Rob's sure ain't
yeah,
going.
we gotta. Edit 0. All right, we're starting the banner off.
Oh, somebody's been through these coins already. You got a marked one.
All righty, guys, roll 4. We don't even have an NIFC yet.
Yeah, not a good sign. Well, at least they didn't wait till after it was over, Fairy Dust. I've had that happen. Wow, a 3-hour video down to 15, Nick? That took some work.
Hi, Fairy Dust. I didn't really post that long ago, Fairy Dust, so that's not bad for YouTube. Hi, Miss Brene. I need to edit a 3-hour garden video down to 15 minutes. Yeah, Nick, I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun editing that 83 minutes down. All righty, roll 5 already, gang.
Come on, we got to get some silver in this box.
Now, guys, this is the second bank. I get halves from 2 different banks. My regular bank, I get 2 a week from. This bank, I get 1 every other week, so I only get 2 a month. And I have to admit, this bank is real hit or miss. This is my 4th box from this bank this year. And I have gotten silver in 2 of the 4. So, 50-50.
50-50. Yeah, 50-50.
Roy,
We got a bicentennial.
I hope the pain's lessening. Roll 6. And we finally have our first shiny rim. Do we have an NIFC or just a shiny rim? Just a shiny rim. I'd like to find another magic coin, Bill. I haven't found a magic coin this summer.
I don't know. This is just a coin roll, Lucinda.
I sent you an email, Lucinda, or I sent you a notice. Sheldon, the channel SC Sheldon, the amount of coins was 983. His guess was 980. And Charlie's buddy Brad, whose channel name is Alpha Ninja, he guessed $38, and the actual amount was $37.71. And nobody guessed the souvenir coin. It was Lowry Park Zoo. So there were 23 people, but I missed one. So I had 22 people in the races. And I believe Chuck Owens won the race for the Barber Dime for the extra little giveaway inside the giveaway.
Hi, Mystic.
That was fun, guys. We had 56 people entered. I thank you all. It was a fun giveaway. I've got you can see the jars right there behind me. I'll get the 2 coins mailed out tomorrow or Wednesday.
Nice fairy dust. Love Eric Burden and the animals.
All righty. Thank you, Miss Denise, for making me some coffee. Wow, Eric Burton and the animals. Wow. That's a flashback.
Mr. Tully.
You know, you guys know we're getting old when who was it today, Denise, at 77? Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is 77.
Yeah.
And she's still touring, but that's when you know you're getting old, when you're hot female rockers, you in the 80s and 90s are now old women. 77. Bill, I took a pain pill at 1 o'clock today, and it is still affecting me 8 hours later. Oh,
Well,
we got an NFC finally.
Wish they'd work that good for me. Oh, yeah. Phil Robertson of the Duck Dynasty passed away. Oh, Grumpy Dad's
Grumpy Dad's Variety TV. Hello from my other channel, Nick says. But I actually feel pretty good today, Bill.
Oh, that's right. That's Nick Mulmer's other channel. Forgot.
Fairy Dust, I'm not going to say a word to that. I'm just going to let that one go. I was not a Phil Robertson fan.
No. I used to watch that show for the uncle. He was about the only one.
I was a big fan of the show when it originally first came out.
Yeah. But I really liked their uncle because he'd sit back and watch them play idiots.
Oh, Uncle Cy?
Yeah.
him and his iced tea?
Yeah. Hi, Yodi.
He was a character, Bill.
Yeah, him I liked. Hi, Mark C.
Phil.
I remember the episode where.
Well, it used to be.
I remember the episode where the girls.
Because there's a Jason Bourne marathon on. They're in Hawaii. And he's in a hotel room watching a Jason Bourne marathon.
Well, he's sitting there, and the girls, all the wives will talk about, we got to learn how to sew and this and that. And Uncle Si whips out the sewing machine and starts sewing stuff up. He goes, I learned this in the Army. Which is true.
Yep.
Get in the military, they teach you, or they used to teach you. So I don't know about now.
There you go. Go recliner, Nick.
Yeah.
Hope you all had a 3-day great weekend. Yodi, yes. Denise actually had the day off today, and she actually relaxed for once. Good evening, Mark C.
Wow.
Nice thick rimmed 86, but no, not a proof. All righty, guys, roll 11.
Hi, Mandy.
I was hoping that one was silver, but I don't think it is. Hi, Mandy.
Which one, Mark? See, there's several Pearl Harbor movies out. Ellsworth, good evening.
All righty, guys.
Getting around pretty good, Yodi. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Evening, Ellsworth. What's up, all you crazy people? Pearl Harbor is a long movie, Mark. That's almost a 3-hour movie. Casino's a long movie too. So is The Aviator, the one about Howard Hughes. Denise and I went to the theaters and saw that. It was 3 hours long, and that was such a good movie. When that movie got up, I thought I'd been sitting there half an hour. That movie was so engrossing.
Yeah. Thank you, Yodi. Hi, Lacey.
Lacey yelling hi to everybody. Hi, Lacey. Lacey and her sisters. Wow, sometimes these dirty edges, Bill, really get me.
Is Ellsworth okay? Is your cat whacking across the keyboard?
Yeah, I'm going to say that was Lacey. Yeah, Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett are in Pearl Harbor, and Kate Beckinsale. No, it's not Pearl Harbor, it's Pearl Harbor. Oh, Pearl Harbor.
The one
Bill,
with
that looks silver, but it's another one of them white.
Somebody
Tyler.
painted it.
That's right. I thought it was Kate Beckinsale. It is Liv Tyler.
Silver Ridge, good evening.
These almost have that white powder on them, Bill, like they've been in storage. Even Silver Wrench. We're doing a little post-Monday digs coin roll hunting. Denise has already got 2 extra boxes in my truck for me to take back tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment at 11:30, and then I will go running around and try and hit eight banks and get my coins back in the bank.
Hey, Rob, how much do the box of halves weigh?
Say that again, Bill?
The box of halves, how much do they weigh?
D, what do you think that box of halves weighs? Like 25, 30, 35 pounds? D, what do you think that box of halves weigh? 25, 30, 35 pounds? I'll weigh it tonight, Bill. We've got a scale here. I'll weigh it tonight. They're damn heavy, Bill.
Well, I was going to tell you, because after your surgery, that's one thing you're not going to be able to do for 4 to 6 weeks, carry a heavy box like that.
Yeah, I can't carry one of those right now with one leg. I can tell you that.
Okay. Just letting you know so you don't make a mistake.
Really ugly 71 there. Come on, silver. Come on, hi-ho, silver.
Well,
Man, there were
I
some
hope
good
you have
videos
a
tonight on Monday Digs, guys. And I got 2 nice. Lacey said to tell Denise she said hi.
Well, Fairy Dust, I never met Marilyn Monroe, but when I was a kid, I did meet the Rat Pack because Sinatra used to own a part of Calneva Club up there in North Shore, Tahoe. And they were all in there.
Ooh, look at that nice shiny edge.
Oh, we're Rob. Yeah.
2024, our first 2024 NIFC.
Oh.
Wow, we're getting close here, guys. These are very similar to another box I have from these bank guys with this powder on them. These have been sitting in storage. And I'm afraid to say that's probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
Has anybody gotten a 2025 penny yet? I have not gotten the 2025 penny yet.
Nope.
Well, I'm glad you made it there okay, Dan.
Yeah. Oh, Paula. Huh, Mystic found 2 in a parking lot.
Yeah, Greg. No kidding, Mystic. Good for you, sir. Yeah, Hobo Rob, I do have a mini scale here. I could start weighing these. And when I'm off screen, sometimes I do that. Zach says I don't even look at my pennies. All right, we got one more shiny
You
rim.
should. Some of them could be worth a lot of money, Zaxxon.
NIFC.
13.5.
He doesn't want to miss dollars tripping over pennies, Bill.
Yeah, but you could miss dollars tripping over them pennies.
You know, Zach's in demand. He can't be spending time looking for pennies. The man is in demand.
Got to remember what Ben Franklin said, though. If you watch your pennies, your dollars will take care of themselves.
Good deal, Dan. Jackson, I haven't found this. I've never found a silver quarter in a box. I got 2 boxes of quarters in the garage. That'll be the next thing we're going through. Hey, there, Roger.
Hi, Dirt Devil. Yeah, Mark C. I would hold on to it because that's going to be the last ones for a while, if ever.
Yep.
Hi, Silver Wishes.
I think so, Mark. They're going to be stopped minting the penny really, really soon. They're not going to go out of circulation per se, but they're probably going to mint maybe a 10th or a 20th of the pennies they did last year. Good evening, Silver Wishes.
I don't know, Nick. I've never gotten a box of halves, so
Wow,
I don't know what to weigh.
5 pounds? Is that right? Wow. No, they got to feel heavier than that. Bill, did you put some coffee on?
Yes, I did.
Bill's the man.
Okay, a standard box of United States half dollars contains 1,000 half dollars weighing a total of 401.9 ounces or 25.12 pounds.
25 pounds. That sounds about right. Now I have had boxes, guys, where we found just a single solo silver. There you go.
There are 1,000 of our
The boxes are $500 each. It's 1,000 coins each. Obviously, each coin's a half a dollar. So it's 1,000 coins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50 rolls of halves. Each one, I buy 2 boxes a week. And I try and get the money back in the same week.
Hi, Kane's Coins. Hi, Julie.
2022, our fourth NIFC. All righty, guys, we've got 15 rolls done. Let's go ahead and update the banner.
600 million for January and February. Wow, miss, that's a lot of Lincoln pennies.
Yeah, I've got, I just updated it, 5 Mile. We've got 4 right now.
Hi, Texas Donna. Hi, Bart.
Good evening, Donna. Howdy, Kane's Coins. Howdy, Bart. Look at that. Bart's got the whole week off. Yes, it would. That probably would be better for tick control. Absolutely, Nick. The bank gives me a roller, like a work tray with wheels, and they put the halves on the work tray, and I just roll it out to my car and just throw in my car seat from there, from the truck. Unless Miss Denise is there, and then she helps me. All righty, guys. Well, nothing exciting there.
Yes, I'm feeling good, Donna. Thank you. Hello, Kristen.
Good evening, Kristen. You sound like you're never home, no, Brene. All right, guys. We just want to get that one silver out of the way here. Wow, there's some nice rims in here, but unfortunately they're
no silver.
71 and 72. Yeah, those early 70s always have less copper in the rims.
No allergies, 5 Mile.
Oh, well, that sounds like if you're at a cell phone range for 3 days, Kristen, that sounds like a good time.
Yep.
Wow, that looked like a metal detecting coin. You going to bed anytime soon, hon?
No, I haven't, Donna. The allergy song? No, I've not heard that.
I might have you bring that box of quarters in from the garage.
Nice, Kristen. Great. First gold camping trip of the season. Had a blast. Thank you, Mystic.
Well, I'll tell you something, Bill. I just asked Denise to go out to the garage for me and get the quarters. If this box goes this fast, I may jump into a box of quarters here. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, honey. Just put it behind me, please. You can't? Is there something?
I think she should get a Joey man bag.
Yeah, they're a little heavy. All right.
You gotta go grab some coffee.
Oh, looks like I have to get my own coffee, Bill. Dee's going to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
I know. I'm glad you're okay, Kristen. Working, moving okay. Yeah, I'm not getting a man shoulder bag, okay? The Isle of Palms. I don't know where that's at, but it sounds nice, Mark. I moved so much brush and logs this weekend, just cleaning the trail on my claim so I can get to my wagon down to the dredge spot. Oh, very cool, Rob. Now I have a feeling, honey, the vegetation's a little tougher than that. Damn, that's got to be Zeus, right? Damn, Zeus. He can clear a room, that is for sure, honey. All right, guys, roll
Hi, WK Prospecting.
23. Evening, WK. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. There we go, 2005 for number 5 on the NIFCs.
Hi, my mighty mess.
Hi, Muddy Mess.
Hi, James Eller.
Evening, James. Yeah, I can definitely tell these are from a different bank. I'll tell you something, those 2 boxes we had, Bill, with all the proofs and the silver proofs and everything, I wonder how big that run was. I wonder how many boxes that extended to. There's a video that Rob Finds Treasure promoted a couple years ago, and there was this teenage boy that did coin roll hunting, and he had saved up like $300. So he went to the bank and they ordered a box, but he couldn't afford to buy the whole thing. So he bought like $280, $300, and he got home and like 80% of the halves, Bill, were walkers. The whole thing was full of silvers.
Wow.
Out of like 60 rolls, he got like 140 silver. I mean, he got like $800 of the silver. So he got his parents to hurry up and go back to the bank, and they were able to buy the last 200. And he finished the box, and it was just nothing but silver.
Wow.
Yeah, Don, it was.
That would be sweet.
All right, guys, there's one super shiny rim. That should be another NIFC, very thin, 2023 for number 6. Now, NIFCs, guys, are not issued for circulation. They are low mintages, but unless they're absolutely in stunningly mint perfect condition, they're not really worth much above face value, even though there's only about a 10th. Like a 2022 only has like 2.1 mintage, as opposed to a 2021 had like 21 million. So even though it's only 10%, they're just they have to be pretty much in primo condition. I know, Greg. I know. In my wildest dreams, I know, Greg. That would The amount of walkers I've found in 8 years, I could put on one hand, Greg. So I'll see if I can find that video, guys.
Captain Vic, good evening. Later, Paul. Thanks for coming in.
Paul, I was just going to bed at 5 a.m. Evening, Captain Vic. Evening, Javier.
Javier, good evening.
I was playing internet chess last night. That's when I had the match with the guy that pissed me off last night. Ooh, that actually doesn't have a bad look to it. I don't think it's silver, but I used to think those were the silver ones, but it is a little. It'll probably be at 71. Nope, 80. And what is this one? Yep.
Yes, he has 5 Mile. Rob has found a 1987 NIFC. A couple of them, I believe.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 this year. But that 1970 I found a week ago with Bill, or 10 days ago. Yeah, about a week ago, Bill. That's the first one in 8 years. That is the rarest half I've ever found. I've been looking 8 years for 1970.
Hi, Don Ralph Reaper. Happy Memorial Day.
We had Digging Dave. Digging Dave's a very big coin roll hunting channel. He does a lot of lives too, like this. He popped in last week. Dave says he's found 2 or 3 70s. I've never actually seen somebody find one live on a live stream. That 1970 I found on a live stream of Bill last week might be one of the first ones ever out there that was found live. NIFC's mark stands for not issued for circulation. NIFC. The Mint made them starting in 2002. They're very low mintage. Basically, after casinos stopped using half dollars and they went to their own tokens or chips, there wasn't a whole lot of need for half dollars. Back when cigarette machines and cigarette smoking was, real big, the machines took half dollars. But after casinos stopped using half dollars, starting in 2002, they dropped their mintage by 10 times. And they, instead of just releasing them to the public, they would only release them to federal regional banks or coin dealers to put in part of sets.
Don't know, Donna. It's been so long since I've been part of a credit union. I don't know if they could order you boxes of coins or not.
So there's just a lot less of them from 2022 onward. And then including 87. 87 was an NIFC year, a low mintage year, and so was 1970. And like I say, that's why, in 8 years, that 1970 was the first one I found. Nice, Darren. That was my first one, sir. Congratulations. Miss Charlie, good evening. Hey, guys, it's been a pretty quiet box. If Bill's up for it, I may just go right into a quarter box tonight.
Sure, why not?
I got a nap today, Bill.
I did too.
Fell asleep watching YouTube videos. Hey, Bill, we ended early yesterday morning, and then I go to Marlins, and he wasn't on yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Our local Dairy Queen used to keep them in their registers for years. Wow, nice. Yeah, I can understand that, Darren. All righty, guys, I'm gonna force a silver out of this box. Just one. Be happy with one. Oh, 2005. Finally, another NIFC. All righty, roll 30. Roll 35. Wow, this is just flying. I'm trying, Greg. Hawk Tui on it. There you go. The Hawk Tui girl. Oh. Wow, this has just been a quiet box. Take care, Tom. Thank you very much. No, we still got Dairy Queens down here, Donna. I'd love to see one nice thick rim, Bill. Ooh, look at the toning on that. It's almost blued like a gun.
Yeah.
All righty. Roll 38. Here they're Dairy Delights. No, we got the regular old Dairy Queens here.
That's what we had in California. It was just Dairy Queen.
Oh my gosh, Tom. I thought that was silver. Nope. 73. Oh no. Mommy's gone to bed. He'll wander the hallways crying. Hey, Bill, I got all those silver for my big silver guy.
Yeah.
And I told him I just needed did he have any 2x2s for sale? He came out with all these and just handed them to me. So here you go, buddy. You're a good customer. You come in all the time. Here you go. Just take all the 2x2s.
Sweet.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty nice of him. There you go, Greg. Hey, Greg, if it works, I'll give you credit, sir.
Oh, yeah, Donna, the malted milk ball blizzards. Those were good.
Thank you, Kristen. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think these coins have been sitting in storage for a while. I had somebody tell me a few months back when I wasn't finding some silver that the Federal Reserve banks had changed their coin roll hunting machine, and it now had the ability to pick silver out. And I didn't really believe that, but when you go 7, 8, 9 boxes without silver, you get wondering if that's true. And then you get a box of 14 silvers, then you realize they were just talking out their ass and they didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
I think that would have to be a very expensive, specific machine to pull out fractions of an ounce and weight difference while they were high speed going through that machine.
Yeah.
$2017, boom, we finally get another NIFC. 71. Bill, I was watching a video the other day on things you didn't know about the Shawshank Redemption movie.
Yeah.
It is considered the greatest made movie that never won the Academy Award for Best Picture. I can't remember what won that year, but I can't believe something beat Shawshank.
Oh, God. Yeah, what did beat it that year? It was stupid.
It is literally one of the most perfect movies made. Ooh, Torchy, that's what my friend's wife makes for the Super Bowl party every year. Thank you, Kristen. I'm hoping. This may be the fastest $5.50 ever done in history. Because of the booty busting, I don't watch that movie. What, Shawshank?
Huh. It was Forrest Gump to beat out Shawshank.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. I can see that.
Yeah, so can I.
Now they talk about that fairy dust, but they don't actually show or do any of that. Oh,
Hi, Doug.
I'm out of backup. I'm out of backup halves. Christian, I'm telling you, the silver just pops out on these. I mean, I do look 2 or 3 times, double check, but when that silver's in that row, you'll know it.
Yeah, when you get down to the dimes and the quarters, it's a little harder to catch them sometimes.
Yes, dimes. You really have to. I make sure I keep the magnifying glass handy for dimes.
Yeah, because you swear you found a rosy silver and it's not, but it's so damn close. It's just sometimes when the die hits it just right and rolls most of the.
I've said this before, guys. I can't tell you metal detecting before I ever found my first silver. The whole first year I didn't find silver. How many of those 65 dimes I just kept rubbing on my pant leg, seeing if I could turn them silver. And I swear I did that.
Yeah.
And then when you see that first one that comes under there, it just looks so much different than a clad dime.
I like very good. This may sound strange, but I like Morgan Freeman and Driving Miss Daisy. I thought that was a great
Lucy's an incredible movie.
Yeah. It's the way the clad is distributed.
Of course,
they have
Lucy
more shiny
Scarlett
than
Johansson, my number one Babalicious. Married to Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live. Of course, I guess he's a good-looking guy. Looks like another metal detecting coin. Alrighty, guys, we got 6 rolls left. This is roll 45.
You probably have better luck at the laundromat, Kristen, buying quarters to look for silver.
Kristen, you can do that, and I'll tell you what Susie Q96 does. She used to do a live stream before her health got bad. She used to do a live stream called the Low Dough Coin Roll Hunting Show. And she would go to the local car wash and she'd put $5 bills in and get $5 worth of quarters. And now she had $20, she would get $20 worth of quarters. And then she had a coin scope and she put each quarter under the microscope looking for errors or varieties and stuff like that. And that's how she did, hey, if you've only got $5 to go to the bank, go get yourself 10 rolls of pennies and start with that. Get busy living or get busy dying. That's god dang right.
Excuse me. Mike the Greek, hello.
Yo, Mike the Greek, yo. Yep, go to laundry right after they refill the quarters. Absolutely, Hobo Rob.
Yep.
I'll tell you right now, if I owned a laundromat, I even if I had one of those coin roller machines, I'd probably go through it or at least dump them out and see if you hear that silver tink on the 90% quarters. And then if you had soda machines or candy machines there that got all the bills, I'd be checking all those single bills for star notes or serial numbers with 5 or 6 or 7 in a row.
Yeah, because there's still
Use your
out there.
business to make even more money.
There's a little convenience
No,
store
Chris,
back
hit the
home.
arcade.
There's a little convenience store I used to hit. It was just down
Absolutely, Grandma Kelly. Not these guys, but good for you, Grandma Kelly.
back home. There's a convenience store about 2 blocks down the street from my house. And he checked his silver quarters or his quarters. He used to get a handful of silvers every week. Every week. So
Absolutely. 5 miles, go to the car wash. Used to do that
Yep.
when I played poker. See, I never thought about that 30 years ago when I was playing poker. 5 Mile, that's great. Evening, Chop Shop. Yeah, Nick, I like when you find your colorized. Canada's colorized quarters are just cool as hell. We don't have any circulated coins. I mean, you can get like from a private mint that colorize them, but they're not coins that you can find in a coin roll hunting box like you do, Nick. So yeah, you may not find silver, Nick, but some of your black coins or your colorized coins, those are pretty cool, Nick. Alrighty, guys, if you all want to hang around for about 10, 15 more minutes while we finish up this box, Bill and I will run a giveaway. We'll do a comment picker, and I will give away a silver coin. Bill, my silver guy that I got all these foreign silver from, I said, man, you guys are so stocked on silver. And he goes, well, actually, we just took about $10,000 down to the place and traded in about $10,000 worth. And I'm like, holy smokes. When you're bulk selling $10,000 in silver coins,
yeah,
that's when you know you're big. I told you, Bill, I sent him a picture of that bill. To my contact, who's a young guy in his 20s or 30s, and he showed it to the owner of the company. This is a multi-million-dollar company. He showed it to the owner of the company, and I get this call from a phone I don't recognize, and he's like, "Hey, I can't remember the guy's name. Hey, this is Brian. I own a silver dollar coin and jewelry," and he says, "I understand you have that bill." And I said, "Well, I have a friend that has it. I'll give him 12 grand cash today, and I haven't even seen it." That's when I knew that thing was probably worth double that. Ooh, 89, not an 87, but there's an 89.
Well, welcome, Rob's Numismatic Archaeology.
Evening, Rob. Numismatic. I got yelled at taking all the laundromat quarters. I hope you feel up to it, Nick. Good evening, Rob. I hope you're okay there, Texas Donna. Oh, hang on. What's Grandma Kelly? Hang on. Please remember, all my Tuesday morning live tomorrow will not be until 11. Doctor's appointment at 9. There you go, guys. A little time adjustment for Kelly. I will be at a doctor's appointment, Kelly. All right, guys. Roll 49. Man, this went fast.
Jackson, rain is fake. I couldn't do that silver, which is where I used to live, because they had cameras everywhere. They'd catch you, take by it, and leave them with them anyways.
Yeah, I think these coins have been sitting somewhere in storage and they've gotten damp or all right. Okay, guys, roll 50 coming up.
Oh, 50.
Roll 50. Hey, we found a proof on roll 50 3 boxes ago, Bill. And drum roll. Maybe one NIFC. Yep, 2021. 71 with a good tone to it. So close. Just a bit outside. Bob Uecker in Major Leagues, one of the greatest 90s comedies ever made. All righty, guys. All right, there's our 50 rolls for that. No silver. So
Yes, he has one of me.
Guys. Let me get some of these halves off my desk. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and run a real quick comment picker for some silver. Let me set it up. All righty, guys. Go ahead and type in silver. That's right. That's exactly right, Greg. That's why it's called hunting. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Alaskan. Thank you, Silver Wishes, Gregory, Javier, Mark, Mike the Greek. Thank you guys all for entering. Torchy, Obo Rob, Darren, thank you all for entering. We're going to do this for a barber dime, guys.
Bob.
Baba.
Bob.
The hopper.
Button.
Okay, today is 5/26.
Hi, little penny.
Hi, little penny. Make sure you type in silver. Oh, no. Moon Over Miami won the last barber dime from the coin roll hunting live stream. Then, Bill, what I'll sit here and do, I'm dumping all these into my box. I'll sit here and restack these and re-roll these tomorrow. Bill, I think these quarters are just as heavy. All righty, guys, everybody in. We got 29 entries for silver. All righty, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Miss Julie, boom.
Congrats, Julie.
All righty, Miss Julie, I'll be getting you out of Barber Dime. All right, so here, let's see. We finish with
Forge.
We finish with 0, 0, 0, 0, and 11 NIFCs. And that's going to be the net. Julie, do you need my I think I have Julie's address. But yeah, there you go. My email is flthunder@me.com, Julie. There you go. But congratulations, Julie. All righty, Bill. I'm gonna get the I've got the magnifying glass. I have got the loop. I am ready to go to look at quarters here, sir.
Okay.
Take the knife. Let's cut open the box.
We're not
Guys,
done
I
yet,
haven't
Greg.
got a box of quarters in quite a while. All right, let's make sure we got some circulated quarters.
Good night, Hobo Rob.
Yes, we do.
Greg Gibson, use your coin scope.
There we go. Oh, I need more room on this desk.
Ooh, that sounds good, Mark C. I love tomato sandwiches.
Give me 1 second here, guys. Now, you all know that I've never found a silver quarter, but I have found some West Points, which is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to look for some proofs. I have found some proofs. So, all right, that gets us a little room. Let's straighten out the camera. All right. Now, these quarters came from a different bank than those halves. They came from the bank that I normally get my $50 from. But let's see if we can find something interesting in quarters tonight. All right, we do have one shiny edge. 2023. Our quarters take a little bit longer because you got to check the front and the back.
I think we all do now, Donna. Good night, Kristen.
Have a good night, Kristen.
Here.
Oh, right off the bat, a 67, Bill.
A what?
67.
Wow, that's close. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Another 67. Ooh, this could be a good sign. Wow, it's weird. It's weird handling quarters after doing all the boxes at $half. They're so much smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's an American Memorial in the Mariana Islands. Yeah, that's not an easy quarter to find, actually. All right, where are we going to dump these? I do not have a dump box. Where am I going to dump these? I'm knocking crap over. All right. Ooh, there are more half rolls. I need more half rolls. All right. I like this. I do like this light setup, though. This is going to work. Take care, 5 Mile. Have a great night. I know, Bart. It's just amazing how much 5 Mile. Evening, Jocko. It's amazing how many 65s are out there metal detecting, Bart.
No, you're not going out. No.
Yeah, guys, I got to admit, if I ever get a silver quarter, I'm just going to be shocked as hell.
No.
And there you go. Bart was just talking about it. 65 quarter right there.
Come here.
Oh, so close.
Come here. Here.
Now, if I do happen to get any 2025 quarters tonight, guys, I will probably put those aside because I have not had a 2025 quarter yet, as long without having a 2025 penny.
Good night, Fairy Dust.
Have a good night, Miss Bernay. Phil, did you hear me say I just got a 65 quarter?
Yeah. So it's either going to be a lucky box of silvers or it's one that somebody's already gone through and got the silvers.
Well, like I say, I have had one box this year, or one box last. I can't remember the last time I did a box quarters. Maybe it hasn't been 2025 yet, but I did get two. I did get two W West Point quarters and one proof in it, and one business strike. Another 67. This is a good sign, guys.
Yes, it is.
I don't like the new George compared to the original George.
The Eagle bats.
I like the new George. I like the old George.
Yeah. Well, Canada's making great coins for their country. We're getting shitty ones now.
There you go, Donna. Have a very good night. Yes, Fairy Dust. I've been using that saying, be good humans. Okay, guys, roll 3. Well, guys, I do find more unusual things in boxes of quarters, like buttons and guitar picks.
Canadian quarters.
Yeah, Canadian quarters, Bahamas quarters.
Yeah, the guitar picks are the ones that get me.
Oh, Bill, one of those foreign coins I got, the guy, it's in a 2x2. The guy, it was one of the Allied countries during World War II that was being threatened by Germany. So they transferred all their coin mintage to the United States Mint. So even though it was a foreign coin, it was made in the Philadelphia Mint.
Yeah, on silver quarter planchets. South American country, one of them.
And I think the British transferred the Magna Carta over to Fort Knox too during the war.
I think so. I think you're right, Rob.
And supposedly a lot of their gold too.
I was watching a thing today that talked about, where war can bring out heroes, it can also bring out the biggest crooks. Well, I never knew this about if you lived in England during the time of the World War II and your home was destroyed by a bomb, you could go down and get 500 or 1,000 pounds, which was $5 to our $1 back then. Well, they didn't have time to check this out, so there were guys going down and scamming them just to get the money.
Can you imagine scamming your own government in the middle of a war?
Yeah, I know. What a bunch of sleazeballs.
Wow, that's a nice, that is a super nice, that's a really nice 2021 crossing the Delaware. That's really, I'm putting that one aside. That's really nice.
Are you looking for the W mint marks too?
I'm looking at every one for the W mint mark. But I'll be honest with you, Bill, they don't get a lot of circulation. So they generally pop right out like a proof does.
Well, I'm still surprised I found that one metal detecting that. The one they called the COVID quarter because it's got the bat on the back. And I found it in a burn pile in a roadway.
Denise and I have all the quarter books. We collect the quarters. So if I see one of the ones we don't have for our collection, I'll pull it aside. Like this one right here, that's probably nicer than the one we have in our book. So we'll put that one in our book. Oh, here's the new Celia Cruz, the 2024 one with the, I guess she's a Latin singer.
Yeah.
I do not know if we have that one yet. So that's going aside. All right. 2 possible coins for our personal collection. Well, I think it's a great saying, Bernay. I really do. I'll tell you the positive comments I always leave on the people that rescue dogs or the people that work with rescue animals and stuff that adopt or foster homes. I always give those great thank yous and thumbs up because I think people that hurt or abuse animals, just there should be a special place in hell for those people. Get out, Bill. There's a freaking silver.
Yep, I see it.
Get out, people. Look at this. Look. Oh, where's my camera? Look at this. That's got to be an American silver, Bill. $48. Boom.
Awesome, Rob.
We have silver, people. My first ever silver quarter done live with Bill and you good people. Thank you very much. My first silver quarter, guys. That one's going in a 2x2.
Yep.
Look at that. The night is made. The night is made, people. Wow. I can stop telling everybody at the banks now that I've never found a silver quarter. I'm sure I'm going to get a text from Denise any moment now. Could we please keep it down? Wow, guys. And you can see how much that thing just pops out. Look at that. You just can't miss that. And it's worn too, Bill. Oh, there we go, guys. Look at that. That's what we all look for in the dirt too, guys. Very, very nice. I'm a happy guy, guys. I'm a happy guy. That's all it takes. A little bit of silver. A little bit of silver, a little bit of sudsy hands. That's all it takes. Wow, it's amazing, Bill. We do a box of halves and don't get silver. And yet we find our first one in quarters. Finally, off the schneid for silver quarter on quarter half dollar or quarter boxes. Yay. Thank you, good people. It can happen. That's right. Quarters are way tougher, William. Absolutely. My first one ever, William. All right, guys, let's go for the trifecta tonight. Let's go for a West Point and a proof tonight. We got the hard one out of the way, guys. And there is a 66. Bill, and not only is that a silver, Bill, that's an old, and another 65. You know what, Bill? We were saying this was a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that. That is roll. What was that? Roll 4? That was roll 4. 3, maybe. I'll have to go back and look. 69. Wow, there's a lot of 60s in this box. All right, Bill, let's get greedy and go for a second. Wow, for a 2000, that's a nice shape for a 25-year-old quarter. Wow, guys, this has renewed my faith in quarter boxes now. Nice. Sorry. Wow. All right. Roll 4 or 5, I can't remember. Thank you, Bart. I know, Torchy, we got silver. Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's shockers. I'm gonna replay that scene on the stream tonight for quite a while, guys. All right, we got a lot of nice shiny edges here, guys.
Hi, Bill Digging SoCal and Christine.
Hi, Bill. Popping in for a second, have company. Thank you, Bill. Well, Bill, we just got our very first ever silver quarter in a box of $50. I've been doing quarters. Been doing them for 8 years. Have never found a silver quarter, and we are off the schneid for silver quarters on roll number 3 or 4.
Yep.
Did that baby live. Y'all got to see it first here at FL Thunder. Digging with Menardo. Well, people also asking, Bill, why do you prefer doing $50 over quarters? Well, first off, because 90% Kennedy or Benji or Walker's worth $11 to $12, whereas this is worth about $3.50.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining, because that baby's going in a 2x2. Ooh, what is this one? Author, activist, and composer Zitka Lasa, the American native. 2024. I don't know if Denise and I have this one either. That's a beautiful design. That is a very intricate carving there. Yep, I'm putting that one aside too, guys. I don't know if we have that one. Wow. Silver tonight. Woohoo! My hands are going to be filthy. Well, my hands are filthy. Somebody get me some snacks. What's a little metal dust in your fingers? Yeah, I think we have that one. That's 20. That is another 2024. Patsy Takemoto. Oh, she's the first Asian American, I think, elected to Congress. Yeah, we have
Hi,
that
Gary.
one.
That's weird, Gary.
Nice, Bill. Alrighty, guys. Pulled out one for our personal collection out of that roll. See if we need it. Next roll. And again, roll 5 or 6. I'll tell you, Bill, you get that silver in that roll now. Now I open it up and I'm like, is it going to be silver?
Yeah.
I never used to think that way before. I just looked for the
Good night, Torchy.
have a good night, Torchy. Got to get up at 4 a.m. I'll probably still be up, Torchy. Stop on in and say hi.
Milk value on a quarter is $6.05. Says William E.
Man, there's some really nice quarters here. The United States does have some very cool collectible coins, though. So, Bill, I've decided that once this hip gets fixed and I get back out there metal detecting, I am not going to save all my clad in jars like I've been saving for years. I'm gonna do my videos, and then I'm gonna start converting it all over to silver.
There you go.
Because 5 years, what do you think be worth more, the clad or the silver? At least I think so.
Just remember to look through that clad for the error coins.
Yes. See if I can find that $1, Bill.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that baby's gone the way of the dodo bird. I got some good comments on my chess video I put up today.
Yeah, I've been watching them. You've been doing pretty good.
Well, sure, Bill. I'm not going to put up the games I get my ass beat.
Why not? You do that with your coin roll hunting, so.
That's true. I have gotten better since I started watching the chess teaching videos and started playing on chess.com. I have gotten better. I do see more things that I used to miss. Of course, sometimes I don't see them till after I do them. See, that's the difference between quarters, guys. There's things you have to look for on each quarter, whereas $half, if it's not a silver on the side or it doesn't have a different sound to it, I'm generally not checking it. So yeah, these take a lot longer to do. But there's a lot more things. They don't obviously make any West Point $half. Ouch. What the hell is that? Man, that thing's been used for target practice or something. That poor thing's been definitely more modified. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be scrubbing my hands when I get up from here tonight. 86. Yeah, I still don't have a 2025 quarter yet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh man. Look at the nice toning on that. I thought that was a proof when it popped up. See, Bill, that's that one with that woman that all the writing is in her chest or blouse.
Yeah.
I believe this is the ugliest coin we've ever made.
It's right up there in the top 5.
There's all this blank area on both sides, and they put all the writing super small inside of her shawl top or her top. It's hideous. It just looks like a blank. It looks like a token. I don't like them.
And a bad one at that.
It's the 2023. Bill, her name is so small in here, I can't read it.
Huh.
All righty, guys. Well, we do have silver tonight for the stream, so that's a good thing. All right, let's roll.
Holy moly.
What's that, Bill?
I was just looking up the price on the 2020 bat quarter COVID coin. And some of them are going for quick. Wow, those aren't even the W mint mark either. $20, $30, $25, $40.
And what's the mistake on that one?
It's not a mistake. It's just that's the year that COVID started, and it has a fruit bat on the back of it, on the obverse. So they call it the COVID quarter. It was the only year it was struck. So it's a big thing. They didn't make that many of them.
All right. Well, then I will look for the bat quarters, Bill.
Yep. Until I found that one metal detecting, I'd only seen pictures. So.
All right. Let me pull up a picture then.
But all I know is the W mint mark is the least one made, and that's what I have. And even in bad shape, it's worth $6.
Oh, the ones with the mother and the baby bat hanging upside down.
Yeah.
A Samoan fruit bat with mother with her pup on the reverse side. Okay, it's part of the American Beauties. All right, let's see. Yeah, they're going for good money, Bill.
Yeah, they are. And that's not without the W mint mark. You're talking the P and the D are going for a good price.
All right, that's the 2020. So anything I see with 2020 on the front, I will be flipping over. Okay, thank you, Bill. More things to look for. So that's what's nice about this hobby, guys. Just by doing this hobby, you learn things while you're doing it.
Nice, Mystic.
I just can't believe we found a silver. I'll be talking about that all night long. I'll be laying in bed tonight talking to myself. Ooh, 67.
Just remember, anything with the 2020, turn it over. Doesn't have to be the bad
Well,
either.
there's a 2020, but it's the mangrove one. We're gonna find a proof tonight. Ooh. I don't think I have that one either. Boom. My first 2025 quarter ever. There we go, guys.
Sweet.
No wonder the back didn't look familiar. I've never seen this one. And this is boom, our first 2025 quarter. Another great find. Oh, suffragist, journalist, civil rights activist.
Yet, Rob, got to set all your 2020s to the side. Apparently, there were a lot of min errors that year, too.
All right. Well, there's my first 2025, Bill. Boom.
Strike through air.
First one of those in stock.
The Sonoma quarter with the fruit bat, if it's got the strike through air, it could be $500.
Well, I will definitely be pulling any bats aside tonight.
Your silver was a 48, wasn't it, Rob?
48.
That's Gary was asked. 48, Gary.
48 Philly.
Nice.
Yeah, because the quarters had it on the front. No, did they have it on the front, Bill? No, but I don't see one on the back either. But yeah, 48. All right, guys, we've got our first 25 and our first silver. Wow, can we go for the quadfecta tonight? See, just like $50, Bill, there's a 1970. You just don't see that many 70s coins because wasn't that when we were in the recession and they didn't make as many?
Yep, that's exactly right.
All righty, guys, our first 2025 there. No wonder that backside looked different. It's pretty bad, Bill. It's the end of May. It's the end of May of 2025, and that's the first 2025 coin, any coin of any denomination I've gotten. It's not silver. It's just ugly. Now, I would say probably for Canadian coins, you probably find more Canadian coins in your boxes of nickels than anything else. I mean, you get a few pennies. You get a few pennies from Canada, but most of your Canadians you get are going to be nickels for some reason. All right, well, we definitely be putting that 2025 in our book. Oh, wait a minute, Bill. There's another bat one, but that's in really bad shape.
Doesn't matter.
All right, I'll put it aside. See, we double check the back. $65.
Dang.
I know also on the
no
island,
cigar.
Bill, the cornstalk has the one variety's got the extra leaf on the cornstalk. I've never found one of those either. Here's a good question. What year did they stop making the eagle back quarter?
God. Sometime in the late 90s, wasn't it?
Do what?
Late 90s, wasn't it? Mid to late 90s?
I thought it was 89. Ooh, there's an Alaskan quarter. You don't see too many Alaskan quarters either. Let me see if that's a low mintage. The Alaskan quarter. What year is that?
1998.
Oh, 98. You're right, Bill. 2012 Denali. That'd be a good trivia question, Bill.
Yes, it would.
Oh wow, they actually made a poop load of those Denali's. That's one that's not shortage at all. The Puerto Rico one from 2012 is the low mintage one. Okay. All right, we just learned something there. Now, see, Bill, I have a couple banks that aren't always happy when I'm showing up with all the half dollars. But if I go in with $100 of quarters with them, it saves them money from having to buy quarters from the mint.
Yeah.
So because they have to pay for it by the amount of weight that comes in on the armored car. So if they don't have to order quarters, it saves their branch money. So they'll be very happy with me. Oh, there it is. Our second 2025. There we go. Nope, that's a different one. Where's this one? Okay, are they both Philly? Yep, they're both Philly. So I'll save those, put those aside, and we'll see which one's the best one to go in our book. All right. Second 2025. Bill, Mark wants to know what's with the back quarter. It was a low mintage during COVID.
Well, it was the first year of COVID, and that was associated with bats and caves in China, and they came out with the fruit bat on the back of it. And 2020 was low mintage across the board on all coins. So I know if the one I had hadn't been burned, it'd be like $25. But still, when you can pull a clad quarter out of a burn pile and get $6 for it, that's not bad.
No, not at all, Bill. Oh, Bill, have you seen the previews for Nobody 2 yet?
No, I haven't seen the previews.
Oh, you got to go on YouTube and watch the previews, Bill. It looks hilarious.
Yeah,
They have Colin Hanks. Tom Hanks' son plays a corrupt sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
And you just know he's going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, the first one was so good.
I saw a comment for that new ballerina movie out that's part of the John Wick franchise.
Yeah.
They're calling that the greatest modern action franchise ever, the John Wick franchise. That's a pretty 2023 too. We'll save that one too. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of coins to check in our book to see if we get a better version here. There's been some very clean coins here. And I'll tell you, Bill, those West Points, even though they're not proofs, they almost seem like they're struck a little, I don't know, I want to say thicker or I think they look a little different.
Jackson says so. Out of all the John Wick movies, the ballerina one stands out for you.
Well, no, because I just saw my first advertisement for it. Yeah, I just saw my first ad for it. I guess she's a trained assassin like he is. But that's all right. Zach always slams me with those. That's okay. I know he loves me. All right. All right, roll 11. Yeah, no kidding. They should definitely not have killed his dog. That's no kidding. You don't kill a man's.
That's works in every movie ever made where somebody gets their dog killed.
I'm actually looking forward to finding a farm, Bill. We haven't got a Canadian quarter tonight. Where's all my Canadians? But you're right, Bill. We've only seen one back quarter tonight.
Yep.
And it was ugly. Oogly, oogly, oogly. Well, Bill, I'd say Disney's got a hit on their hands with that Lilo and Stitch live action remake. It was opening weekend this weekend for the 3-day weekend, and it has made 300 million worldwide already.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere, I still have some Disney stock from when I worked there.
Right back.
Come on, West Point quarter. Another 67. Well, there's some quarters that are 15-year-old quarters out here that are in pretty dang nice shape. Yeah, one of these days, Bills, I'm gonna do me a really big currency search. All right, next roll. I've had some MetLife stock for nearly 30 years. Wow. Thank you, Zach. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm just excited I found the one silver tonight, guys. And here's another thing, Bill. We don't get a lot of Denvers down here in Florida. Most of our coins are the Phillies. So when you have the coin books, it's a lot harder to fill out your books with the with the Denver mint marks.
Well, back in Northern California, we used to get the San Francisco and Phillies. Denver's were hard to get.
Now, Bill, when you were out there, did you run across a lot more S pennies out there in California?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now they're generally not always. Sorry, folks. Generally, but not always. They're the lowest mintage penny or coin, but not always. Usually, but not always. Yeah, Bill, there's a big, huge coin show in exactly a month from today over in Lakeland. Maybe Mystic will want to go. Is Mystic in the room tonight still? Maybe I'll grab
was
Mystic and him
earlier.
over there. See if he can get one day off. Lakeland's less than an hour from us. I haven't been to a big, big coin show in a long time. Me and my mom used to go to them. You ever go to coin shows, Bill?
I haven't been to a coin show in ages.
Yeah, me neither.
I used to go to coin shows, rock and fossil shows. We had all that stuff at our local fairgrounds.
All righty, nothing exciting in that role.
Used to really enjoy going until the new manager of the fairgrounds decided, well, we're not making enough money on these, so they really started dinging people for entry fees. I don't mind paying $10 to get into a show. When they tell me $50, it's like, no, I ain't doing that.
Wow, nice, Zach. That's a hell of a dividend. Ooh, there's a lot of shinies in this one. There's a lot of shinies down there. This
Yeah.
is actually super thick, Bill. This one's super thick, Bill.
Another silver.
No, just a 2024. Thought it might be a West Point though, or a proof.
Chasing Cheddar with Curtis. Good evening.
Chasing Cheddar, good evening. Wow, we haven't seen Chasing Cheddar in a while. Good to see you. We did a box of $50 tonight. We got no silver, but we decided to stay online and do a box of quarters. And for the very first time ever, live, I got my very first silver quarter out of a box there, Chasing Cheddar. Thank all you good people for saying hi to Cheddar. Cool, Donna. He's been here before. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, but he's been here before. Cheddar, would you like me to get you wrenched up? Alrighty, let's get Cheddar. Chasing Cheddar is now wrenched up. There you go, Cheddar. Yeah, now, Bill, I'm going to go back and read the quarter sections of the red book and see which ones are. I'm going to start doing some more research on these bat quarters. I didn't realize that, Bill.
Yeah, some of them can be worth a lot of money.
Well, just like everybody else, Bill, you want to find that one coin that's one show. Goodbye. Yep. You folks will be seeing the next live stream from the balcony of the cruise line for Denise and I. Really miss going on the cruises with my cousin, Joe, Bill.
Do you?
Close as I had to a brother. I was really sorry when he passed away. his ex-wife didn't want me coming to the funeral, and my cousin, his sister, put her foot down to the ex-wife and said, no, Rob was like a brother to Joe. You are not telling me or my family that he cannot come to the funeral. They gave him he was a Maryland State Police officer. They gave him a Maryland State Police funeral that was the most respectful funeral and motorcade I've ever seen. They did that stuff up right.
Holy moly.
An update. Just got a new IV with heparin. A lot of meds being hung in the IV right now. All right, Dan. Nope, sounds like progress, Dan.
Yeah, Rob, only the West Point quarters, only 2 million were minted.
Which one's that, Bill?
The bat COVID quarter with the West Point mint mark on it.
Total
and all,
okay.
Every mint did make a bat quarter. I mean, Philadelphia made 286 million, so they're worth face value. Same with Denver. Now San Francisco only minted 939,000.
Wow.
574 proofs, 1,000 proofs, 427,191 quarter silver proofs. Those are worth the most. But just for a clad quarter, the West Point is most valuable.
82. 85. Yeah, Bill, all these rolls we've done, I've had one bat quarter. And I've only seen two 2020 quarters, Bill.
Hi, Johnny. Do you remember what the mint mark was on that?
Came to say hi. Appreciate it, Johnny. Brian, have a good night, sir. Thank you for hanging out with us, Brian.
What was the mint mark on that one you got, Rob?
The one bat one?
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah, that was the most minted.
Oh, yeah. And it usually is, Bill.
Yeah.
Again, not always, but usually.
Yeah, well, I mean, they may all be hard to get, but when you're talking one place only made 2 million compared to 286 million, that's a hell of a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Or not even 500,000 proof silvers were minted for that year. And those probably all went out in sets. So.
Oh, another Hawaiian quarter.
Hello, Chuck Owens.
Evening, Chuck.
Thank you, William. He says all the W mint quarters are 2 million.
Well, Bill, I got 6 more rolls. That'll get us through 20 rolls, and I think we're going to call it there.
Okay.
And then we can pick these up Thursday night if you want.
Okay, that'll work. Good night, Brian.
All the W mint more, yeah, William, exactly right, are 2 million. But when you think about it, William, as far as a mintage goes, that's still a pretty low mintage compared to 200 million.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks like a metal detecting fine. I'm putting a few aside, Bill. If I see something that looks really, really nice, it's probably nicer than what we have in our America the Beautiful coin collecting book. I'll put aside and just compare it to the one we have to see if I can replace to improve the quality. I'll tell you another thing I want to do, Bill. If this hip gets fixed and I'm back to full bore by before 2026, I want to get a Wheatie book, a Buffalo book, and a Jefferson book. Oh, I have a Jefferson book already, and then probably a Rosie and a Merck book, and then keep track of how many Wheaties and stuff like you find metal detecting.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our third 2025. Boom. All right. Also Philadelphia, but hey, that's 3 2025s. Very, very exciting, guys. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, here's our fourth 2025. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's 2023. Never mind. Never mind. Is that another 2020? Yes, it is.
A quarter with no mint mark and circulated, not sure about. What was the year chasing cheddar with Curtis?
Yeah, a lot of quarters have no mint marks. A lot of the Philadelphia quarters, if it has no mint mark, it's a Philly.
Yeah.
Unless it was a year they put the year that they put the Philly on them, like they did the pennies, which is I think 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
So there are certain pennies without a mint mark. The 20, I think the 20 or 21 D Wheatie doesn't have the D mint marks when they're supposed to. Or if you, oh, Bill, look at this. Look at this, Bill. Look how nice that
Number
one is.
2.
There is a bat one, guys, and it is in beautiful condition.
And the mint mark?
It is a Philly. But
Yeah,
it is our second.
Rob.
It is our second bat coin, Bill. Putting that aside, sir. Nice.
Yeah, it depends on the year, Curtis. It could be worth something, not, or an error coin or something like that. You'd have to have it checked out.
Yeah, I'm definitely not staying up to 4 o'clock tonight, Bill. Not when I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
Howdy, T-Rep. Ooh, what is that one, Bill, with the black edge? Did somebody just put a marker
I see
on
it.
Oh, 68.
Damn.
No, it's just worn copper, Bill. Oh, man, a 68. And look at that, a third bat quarter. Let's see, do we have a Denver yet? Rob, you probably shouldn't have done that with your finger. All right, let's pull out the loop, Bill. That's our first Denver, Bill.
Nice.
Denver bat quarter. Now Bill's going to have me, I'm going to be looking through all my quarters again now, Bill. Oh, I had a bank, one of the new branches I went into, Bill, for the new account that I signed up to take halves back. The teller said, "Do you ever get the big dollars, the Eisenhowers?" I said, "I just had 7 of them." I said, "But I met a buddy up in Pensacola and he collects them, so I gave them to him. Shane collects them." She's like, oh, we have a customer comes in here all the time. If you happen to get any, we would really appreciate you bringing them in. I said, you guys take my halves. I'll be happy to return the favor.
Yeah.
And one of my other branches had 8 of them. And she said, would you mind buying these from us and getting them the hell out of here? I said, sure.
Mark C, I don't know what the V75 stands for in the quarters. Maybe Rob does.
I've heard of that, Mark, but I can't remember.
What's with the bats, T-Rep? That was 2020. They were made in 2020, year of COVID. So they relate the bat to the COVID bat. 75th anniversary victory day, says T-Rep.
The 2020 W America the Beautiful quarter with the V75 privy mark issued by the West Point Mint celebrates the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. The V75 privy is placed on the front of the coin, specifically within the outline of the rainbow pool at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. These quarters were released in circulation along. See, now I'm going to be looking on that one too.
Yeah.
Bill, a V75 America Samoan with the bat just sold for $159 on Etsy.
Nice.
Placed on the front of the coin near the rainbow pool. Well, that's not the front of the coin. All right, now I got to see where this V75 is.
Sorry, Dan. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, there it is, Bill. It's an actual stamp right on the front of the thing, Bill, right in front of Washington's nose. You can't miss it. There it is, Bill.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Well, there's another thing we'll be looking for, good people. Who brought that up, Mark? Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, Mark did. Yeah, that's not good, Dan B. Thoughts and prayers for your mom.
All right, now I forgot which ones I looked through on the table. Another 68. So those V75s were all for 2020?
Yep.
Now, what's interesting, Bill, is that all 3 of these 2025s I've found have all been the same back design. Now, I know they released them. I think they released them at different times of the year. So,
So Kurt says your quarter's a 78 and the mark is unreadable.
okay. Oh, you know what? We'll do that. And my fingers are just filthy.
Yep.
Oh, we got to make that a banner. How do we make that a banner? Add as a banner. All right. Why isn't that doing that? There we go.
Well, they never made a B mint mark, Curtis. It'd be DP S. Um,
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna do 4 more rolls. And it's coming up on midnight, so we'll call tonight after these 4 rolls. I'm very, very happy with what's been in this quarter roll so far, or this quarter box.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping with a very now. See, that's not going to be silver. See, they got that white. That's what happened when these things sit in storage. You know, for a country that says we're running out of coins, we have a lot of coins sitting in storage. And IMO, in my opinion. Bill, we had BTY or BTW. What is the American slang, or what is the American abbreviate BTW for? And the guy says, I have teenage kids, so they have told me what it is. And everywhere was 6 old people at the table, all of us over 60. Nope, we couldn't get it. 6 of us, and we couldn't think of it. It's by the way.
Yeah.
Nope. 6 of us at the table, Bill. We couldn't figure that out. I'm like, we're going to know this. As soon as he says it, we're going to look like idiots. Ooh, that's a pretty quarter. 74. Oh, we got our 4th bat. And it is a second Denver, Bill. All right, we're putting that aside. Something more to look for. The guy that I bought the estate sale coin collection from, Bill, he had almost $100 in quarters that he had saved for various reasons. Oh, another 2024, but we don't need any 2024s. We need 2025s. It's funny, Bill. People mark their half dollars, but nobody marks their quarters.
Yeah. The only thing I see done with quarters is they've been painted, spray painted.
It's funny though. The kid at Arby's wouldn't take my Sacagawea dollars till he checked with his manager. That was hilarious. Do we tape these? Are these real?
Jeff says, "What the heck, Rob? Forward aborted chess games and now coin roll hunting at midnight. Did you find a square grouper on the beach?"
And we got our first silver quarter tonight, Brewer.
Yep.
First ever. And now we're looking for the elusive West Point Mint Mark. Oh, I'd be happy with that or proof.
Wow.
First thing I do, Bill, when I get up before I even make myself coffee is I am scrubbing my hands.
Kelly.
Is Miss Kelly still with us?
She's leaving.
She says I gotta go to bed. Thanks for hanging with us, Kelly. We're gonna be gone. We're gonna be gone in about 15 minutes, Kelly. I gotta let Bill get his beauty sleep.
That would take a lot of sleep, bro. No, I was just looking. I just wondered how much the XP Deus ones come down in price since they got the two out. You get the one for $5.99 now.
The XP Deus 1?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I know, excuse me, I know everybody rants about the XP Deus 2, but that XP Deus 1, that first Deus was a very popular machine before 2 came out.
Yep, sure was.
That's the one that that's the one when Jeff brought with him from Austria when he came over, the number 1.
Yeah.
And he found plenty of stuff. He found 2 pieces of silver jewelry on the curb strips that day with me. All righty, guys, 2 more rolls tonight. This one and the next one, and we're calling it. But have a good night, Kelly. Thanks for hanging with us. Yeah, she's got a doctor's appointment early. At least mine's not till 11:30.
Oh.
I don't see anything exciting here. Wow. 48 silver tonight. I'll be talking about that all week. Doesn't take much to get me excited, Bill. Pretty sad. I'll tell you, for people that don't get excited over silver, you know, I mean, what is it going to take gold? Well, what's the odds of you finding gold between silver? You know, 1 for 100, 1 for 1,000. I mean, seriously, you have to dig 1,000 pull tabs before you get to silver at a beach. That's literally the ratio.
Yes, I do, William E.
Oh yeah, Denise is snuggled right up under her arms, William.
The only problem
my Doberman slept in my waterbed right next to me.
they were saying if you want the Mind Lab Onyx PDAs, that would be the time because in a couple months, I guess the 50% tariff's going up on them. So you think if it's $1,000, that means it's going to be $1,500 once the tariff is thrown on it.
You know, I never really thought about it. You're right, Bill. The tariffs are probably going to affect metal detectors too.
Oh, everything, anything from a country with a tariff against it. So that's going to be Australia. Noctis in Turkey. So yeah, they're all going to get hit with it. That means
that's not what these small businesses need.
Yeah, they don't. That's like the deal they have for the triple score now, $4.99 for Pro Pack. Well, that's $500. Add another $250 to that in a few months. Ouch. For a $1,500 Manicore. Yeah.
Yeah.
all of a sudden that 599 Garrett Vortex V9 doesn't sound too bad, you know.
They showed some guy. They showed some guy in his house on the news, Bill. Stocked up on so many, I guess, like essentials. His whole living room is full with Amazon and
Buy low and sell high, says Gary.
Buy low, sell high. There
know,
you
if you had
go.
the money, that'd be a good deal.
Hi, Gary.
Buy a whole bunch of it at today's price, and after the stuff goes up, just add 25% to it.
Brewer, I don't blame you there, sir. I'd like to find a gold. I still want to do that, Brewer. And if I ever get up your way, sir, I'd love to have you take me out for a day. All right, guys, here's the last one we're doing tonight. And we have one green edge, but I'm sure it's just smushed to 2024 with the Hope. Wow, the first Hope coin we've had. And that looks like, I don't know, fire, metal detecting. I don't know, but that's ugly. All right, guys, we'll check this roll.
Hey,
We
Rob,
have called it.
isn't your sponsor Rob? Detector Warehouse is your sponsor, right?
I'm sorry, I talked over you.
Detector Warehouse is your sponsor, right?
Yes, Detector Warehouse.
He's the one that's got the XP days for $5.99 right now.
There you go.
Then you could get what, $10 off using your code, Rob?
Yeah, you get another $10 off just using my thanks 10 code.
Of course, I don't know if that's at his store. This is at his eBay store. So.
Oh, I didn't even know he had an eBay store, Bill. Cool.
Yep, Detector Warehouse. Got the same logo there as the one you got up in the corner.
Good for him. I do know he's increasing his internet presence. $67. Yeah, I have never gotten one of those V75 coins.
Believe me, everybody gets ads on YouTube, except for those that pay to not have them.
Oh, a lot of good coins in this roll. Thank you, William. I know, William, and William's used my code. Thank you, William. Much appreciated. Yep, I know William contacted me to get my code one time. So thank you, William. I don't know if we have the Denver Mint of that one, so I'm just going to put that one aside. And we get a 66, another close one. And side by side, 266s. All right, guys, that's the last roll we're going to do tonight. That's 20 rolls of quarters plus a box of halves. And we did manage to eke out silver for the night, guys.
Yep.
There we go, 1948 GW. I think it's a Philly. I can't remember where the mint mark is on quarters, but I don't see one anywhere.
Then it's a Philly.
Yepper. All righty, Bill. I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta definitely wash my hands. Look at that, Bill.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. I'm gonna be spending some time rolling these up and get me another cup of coffee. And we shall see you good people tomorrow night at Bill's.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow night.
Thanks everybody for being here.
Thank you all.